Welcome in to the fun astrology podcast for Thursday, December 2nd. We are in full solar eclipse countdown, so let's get right to it.
Hi, Thomas. This is Anne. I wanted to ask you a question about this solar eclipse coming up on December 4th. I have my natal moon at Sagittarius 11 degrees, and I think the solar eclipse will be hitting that. So I wanted to know if you can give some information for me and others that may have personal planets on the solar eclipse. Thank you so much for all you do. Take care.
Thank you, Anne. You take care as well, and thank you for a great question. You guys are the best listeners in the world. I'll tell you what, I can't get enough of you guys. Okay, so let's set this up. That's a perfect lead into exactly what we need to talk about ahead of Saturday. And I thought what we would do is talk around some of the positions today, and then we'll read the chart tomorrow. Does that sound okay? All right. So what she's asking is that she has her moon at 11 degrees Sagittarius. The eclipse is taking place at 12 degrees, 22 minutes. So basically 12 and a third degrees into Sagittarius, which is basically sitting right next to her moon. Let's give it about a 5-degree orb. So if you have any planets, let's say 7 degrees all the way up to 17 degrees, find where they are in your chart. All right, let's say that again. Any planets in your chart between 7, and this is using a 5-degree orb. I mean, we could stretch that out if you want more, like Steve says, if you want more data, go wider. If you want less data, narrow it up. But let's just say 7 degrees up to 17 degrees. That's 5 degrees on either side of this, or the 12 degrees, 22 minutes where the eclipse is taking place. Those could be sensitive spots during this eclipse period. Now, the moon stages for this tomorrow, moving into Sagittarius at 7:12 in the morning. So if you're going to feel something ahead of the eclipse, it would be amplified after that. And obviously, eclipse energy lingers, so you might feel something, you might experience something after it. But just saying, if you're in that window, well, it will magnify or amplify tomorrow morning. All right, there's another place you could look in your chart. Sagittarius of the elements, fire, earth, air, water. What is Sagittarius? Now we're going to make you think, right? A little bit. Now it's quiz time. Sagittarius is a fire sign, right? So find the other fire signs. What are they? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? So find your fire signs. Where is Sagittarius in your chart? Start with that because that's obviously where the eclipse is going to be. Now that's the sun conjunct the moon, so they both will be sitting at 12 degrees, 22 minutes. Then you could look at where Aries is and where Leo are. What houses do they reside in? Or if you're looking at Placidus, might they split a house or might they be intercepted in a house? These are all points in your life where this eclipse could show up a little bit more amplified than others. And then finally, not to leave out the element. So what is Sagittarius as far as the elements? Cardinal, fixed, mutable. There's a real easy way to tell that if you know at least where the angulars are. So that's the equinoxes or the solstices, right? So Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, those are all cardinal elements. Well, then you can just work either side of those and you can always figure out what the other ones are. So we know that Sagittarius comes right before Capricorn. Capricorn is a cardinal. The 3 elements are cardinal, fixed, and mutable, so that makes Sagittarius immutable. If you didn't know it, that's how you could figure it out real quick. So the 4 mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So how do we thread all of this together? Well, first of all, look in Sagittarius because that's, as we said, that's the anchor place. So do you have any planets on or around that 7 to 17 degree window? And what do they aspect if you do? We'll talk about that part tomorrow. But then you could look at the fire signs. Same thing, 7 to 17 degree window, looking at your fire signs. And then look at the elements, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Pisces, 7 to 17. Now you've got the hottest of the hot spots. And again, don't be approaching this from the perspective that it's going to happen between now and Saturday morning. It could easily happen months down the road. So these are points in your chart to maybe put on a note card or put in your computer program or put in your almanac or your day planner and just review them on a monthly basis. So you could even kind of set up a little grid. Now, if you don't have the 7 to 17 window there, then you're falling off the edges of the bell curve pretty quick. But you could still simply observe Sagittarius, fire energy, mutable energy, see if anything shows up around that. So that's the initial technical part. We will talk about the aspects tomorrow, and there is quite a bit to talk about in this chart, including a quincunx up to Uranus to this eclipse. We will dissect that tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. See you back then. And then Stephanie is planning on being here on Saturday for Eclipse Day Medical Astrology. We got a lot coming up. Have a great day.